This is Omnium Gatherum.
And you are watching Stormbringer, the Austrian heavy sign. Keep it metal.
Cheers.
Your new album is called Grey Heavens. Is it because there are so many grey heavens in Finland? The weather is always so bad with the rain, like here?
Yeah,
or why is it the title?
It's a weather album about UK weather.
A UK weather?
At least that's great.
Yeah.
Well, and Finnish weather. Well, basically, the album is about the thing in the middle, basically, between black and white, you know. Yeah. There's the place you will find the real heaven, you know, not being extreme in every direction, not abused or not to be abused, basically. It's about the turbulence that goes on in one's mind and in people's on this planet, like all the time.
So a nice little metaphor.
Yes. Yeah.
For finding the perfect balance in life.
Yes. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Is it like you fit the lyrics into the music, or is it just the other way around? You construct the music around the lyrics?
Usually we work on our own and combine the things afterwards. Like music is ready and lyrics are ready, and then we just arrange it together. Or somewhere. Sometimes you give me like song titles to have inspiration, and
so you can work with them.
Yeah.
So you have a hint where you can go with the music.
Yeah.
If it's a happy song or not.
Yeah.
And it's also it goes other way around. Sometimes he sends me some riffs and parts of the song or some like demos and stuff like that. And then I have a lot of lyrics and a lot of ideas and a lot of things like already ready. And then I just like get more inspiration from the riffs and choose the right one. Or if I don't like find the right one, then I will write new ones. It's a combination, as he said. It's a combination of things. It's the grey heavens in the middle.
Yeah. The middle road.
Yes. The black and white.
You worked with Dan Swanö once again on this record as a producer.
Not a producer, but like mixing engineer.
Like mixing engineer, yeah.
I think this was the fourth time.
Yeah.
The first album Dan Swanö did with us was The Redshift, and we were really happy to get him on board as old Edge of Sanity fans. And it's been a really good cooperation. And
meanwhile, you can hear if you have mixed a record or something, you can hear it like after the first 3 seconds.
Yeah. Quality is what matters.
Yeah. And he does have this like unique sound, and the good thing about Dan is that whilst he has his own opinions of the mixing and stuff, he's also able to listen to us, like, and then we will have a balance on there, like on that kind of, because we rarely argue with anything. We can have like the band and Dan can have strong opinions about the mixing, but usually it goes like after a couple of emails and like bombing like this one song back and forth. It usually goes like, okay, this is the one, you know, this is the one, and usually just goes perfectly. Yeah.
So there's kind of silent understanding between you meanwhile.
Yeah, and we have shared this strange musical taste, is what is in common with Dan and our band, like old school death metal meets adult-oriented rock. And so he basically knows really well what we want and what we need and what's the thing. And it's always fun to work with him, which is like really important part, to get these things done in a funny way.
Yeah. But I read something. He said he doesn't like to work with you because you are so perfect, and he envies you your songs, and he wants to steal your songs and bring it out for himself because he likes the songs so much.
Yeah, that can be true. Maybe there's a little humor in that too, but you know.
Yeah, of course. but I hope so.
Yeah, but you know, that is kind of like a good thing, because if he appreciates the song so much, then we can be assured that he does his best to get the best quality in sound and in mixing to the songs, of course, because I don't think that he does not want to release like a shitty sounding album. Of course.
Of course not.
Yeah. So I think that's a good thing that he appreciates the songs so much. He can put a lot of effort in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it would be his own song.
Yeah, indeed.
You mentioned the adult-oriented death metal. It's a really funny combination between adult-oriented rock and death metal, melodic death metal. Is there something in there which you do the thing just for grown-up people, or is it like a joke that you say, okay, we have evolved from the rest of the death metal bands?
It was actually a joke from the start. We did this one T-shirt like about 10 years ago, where was this skeleton with hat and this cane, and there was this adult-oriented death metal slogan in the back, and then it just come to life in our stuff.
Yeah, it evolved like from this funny thing to this thing that, you know, okay, it kind of sounds like that, but still mainly it's just us having fun. Just like there are so many genres nowadays, so many hybrids of different kinds of like metal. So we thought that, you know, this is a good thing to have. Like, you know, people don't take it too seriously, of course.
You created your own label.
Yeah.
You handle the both of the vocals, the growl things and the clear ones. Did you ever consider to take a second singer in the band, or isn't it too strenuous for your vocal cords to do it on a live show every evening?
Well, sometimes it can be, but you know, you just have to drink a lot of water and do your warm-ups and cool-downs after the show. Then it goes well. And actually, one of our guitarists, Jonas, also sings on stage, like clean vocals. And our bass player nowadays also sings some clean vocals, so I won't be alone there. So it helps to have a group behind you to sing. But changeover, like from death metal growls to clear sing, can be really hard sometimes for the voice. But if you get used to it and you just like take good care of your vocal cords, then it's not a problem.
The smoking is for the growling, and
Yes.
the water is for the clean one.
Yes, indeed.
Warming up for the gig.
Yeah.
And then some whiskey on top, and that's it.
Yeah.
Sometimes whiskey.
We call it piiska.
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 Whip.
Is this Finnish for whip?
Yeah. Quick
Like
before the gig,
whip.
on stage.
I saw this band photo recently where all of you got these unique like a uniform with the created logo, which is like a symbol or something, which reminded me a bit of bands like Slipknot or In Flames who did this thing. Is this some kind of Is this some kind of communal feeling for you? You all belong together just to show the people
It's like,
we are one band.
yeah, because bands needs a logo, and I prefer like a logo outside like the name.
Yeah.
So basically, Olli, who have done all our artworks for the albums, he created this logo years ago, and it's like, in his words, it was like a creative circle. It's a logo of friendship between us and him, and creative force between. So you can say it's a creative circle of friends.
It always looks like some secret brotherhood if we were everybody wears the same shirt, things like that.
Yeah, well, definitely it is a brotherhood, but still it's not a secret in any way, because, you know, on stage, you know, I do a lot of this, which is like
It's the symbol on the shirt.
It is the symbol, and it's a good thing that people, like, you know, they remember that, which is always a good thing, because there are so many bands to remember. So it's a good thing to have something like that to remind, besides the music. Yeah.
Maybe for people who can't read or something.
Yeah.
Just understand signs or something.
It's like our Eddie.
Yeah, of course.
Beaver or whatever.
Or the crossed out cross or something like that. You know, it's what comes to mind. In your other band, Insomnium, the style is pretty similar to Omnium Gatherum. Is
And
it
the name too.
the Is there some difference for you from one band to the other? Switch from one band to the other. Do you have to switch something particular in mind, or is it just another song for just another band?
Well, last year we did these 2 long tours together.
Yeah, I know.
And switch between the bands was I switched the guitar from white to black and the shirt.
And that's it.
Yeah, nothing more special. Usually the way we work is like just schedule-wise have this period composing this band and this period composing this band and not mixing them. It's not like doing the songs for both bands at the same time because that would mess things up.
But it's not a very big amount of work for you if you play with both bands on tour.
It
Of
makes
course,
me,
you have to work double, but
makes me a busy man, but it's doable.
Yeah.
And the bands are still having like own kind of style, so
Yeah.
in my head they won't mix.
Before he joined Insomnium, both bands' sounds were similar. Like before that, also, OG may be a bit more technical than Insomnium, but both are still melodic death metal bands in this like larger scene, and the melodies are really like Finnish style. So there are a lot of other bands in Finland too who kind of like sound similar, but there's a clear distinction. In my opinion, there's a clear distinction between OG and Insomnium. Yeah,
I think OG is more like progressive and Insomnium is more like epic. It's my opinion.
yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
OG is more progressive and Insomnium is more regressive.
Regressive. No, we don't want that. That's a negative.
It doesn't have to be.
Moving backwards or something. Stagnant. Just
Stagnant
Yeah, stagnant death metal.
That's a new genre.
It's a new label for the next band maybe. You are around for 20 years with this band now. You are in Insomnium for 19 years, and you are in the band for 10 years, I guess.
Yeah.
You've seen practically everything in the business, and you toured many countries. And is there some particular thing you won't do anymore if you have to found a band today? If you were like 15 or 18 and you say, okay, in my last band, if you could remember, there's a time jump, you say, okay, in the last band like 20 years ago I made this and this mistake.
Well, when I formed OG, I was 14 years old and in 8th grade, so I never thought that this road would be this long.
Really?
Yeah, we didn't have like this kind of big. We went after any success or
no perspectives.
Yeah, just doing music, and I guess that way it's always gone further. We don't have like any big plans that we have to get a gold record on the next release, and
then you
somehow 20 years disappeared.
Yeah, and then you're embarrassed if you don't get a gold record or something like that.
Yeah, but there's nothing we would change. There's been like ups and downs, but mainly slowly upwards. But really slowly upwards.
And all these things brought you here in the end.
Yeah. At least we've been paying the dues, so we can also
that's
enjoy
important.
the things now. What's happening, good things. So some bands get everything like during 1 year, and
but it's cool if you can pay the dues.
Yeah.
And it's always about the passion of making music in general. I don't care about the gold records and stuff like that. It would be like nice to have like a really great success, but we've already, in my opinion at least, we've toured around the world, released a lot of albums, like played in so many places and stuff like that. That's it's like a great thing. So there's nothing much more you can ask about it, because for us and for the listeners, it's the thing. It's the logo again.
Yeah. The band is your little grave heaven.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah. So I know you like to do sightseeing if you have time to, when you are on tour a lot, to like move around the cities and look at things. Is there many time on this tour to do things like that?
We just did a little sightseeing today in Vienna, and we did one in Krakow in Poland. The promoter took us on the city, and I'm a tourist.
Yeah.
I always try to visit places when I can, and I love to travel.
What did you see of Vienna already? It's your, how many times have you been here?
With OG, maybe 10 times total.
So you have seen the whole city practically.
Yeah, practically. much about everything. Today we just went to the Centrum and had some record shopping.
Yeah, that's cool. Going to the details in the cities now. So you know Vienna very good. So you can leave out all the sightseeing places and go to the record stores.
Yeah. Record stores and pubs.
Are you doing sightseeing as well?
Sometimes. I'm a bit lazy. Sometimes I just like to hang around in the venue or in the bus, but sometimes I go and visit some places. If it's interesting, if I'm not hangovered, then I go.
Which happens basically never.
Yeah. Which is also very hard on a tour with gig every evening.
Yeah.
Can bail you out very easily. But it's luck that we have those both sitting here, because I think yesterday some guys from the tour party they caught something food. What was it? The food poisoning or something like that? Was it you? Yeah. I just heard from the Draconian guys.
Yeah, it was like a day before yesterday. After Bratislava gig, we were like destroyed, and yesterday we were still really sick, and the kick was pain, but we pulled it out, and
so
now we're back in business again.
Everything's fine again.
Yeah, we almost cancelled the show yesterday, but then we decided no cancellations. Actually, on the last song before Encore, I went to the backstage and threw up a little bit to be able.
But that's normal.
Yeah, in a way.
Every band does that.
Yeah, but and then because cancellation, you have to be really, really sick to cancel the shows, because for us it's a passion of playing the gigs, and for the crowds they are paid like money to see the shows, and we can never say that we would like definitely come back, because you never know what happens in the future. So if the show is cancelled, it's a disappointment for all. Yeah.
So that's rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. These two guys they know how to do it.
Delivering the goods.
Yeah. I say thank you to you for your time, and I hope the show tonight will go ahead without vomiting.
Yes.
for everybody.
Thank you.
Cheers.